everybody, it's good to see you. I'm here at Green Timbers Park in Surrey, and it's a great place I like to come for a walk with socially distancing, of course, and I hope you guys are all able to get some exercise and be outside during this time and in the beautiful weather. I want to show you a few things at Green Timbers Park. We've been talking about habitats, and as you can see at Green Timbers, we're in a forest habitat. But also, if you look over here, you can see that there is a pond or a marsh. It's almost like there's a habitat within a habitat, a marsh inside a forest habitat. And this marsh area is home to very specialized animals and plants. You can see there's ducks, if you look, and other waterfowl. There are frogs that I've heard, and fish living in these waters. And there's another animal I want to show you about in just a minute. We already have talked about how people change the environment. We've built our cities, our houses, our stores, and our roads, and that has taken away some of the forest habitat. Some of the animals moved away when people came and changed their environment because they lost their homes. And other animals like bears, they didn't want to live close to humans. There are some animals that stuck around even when we built our cities, like the squirrels. But people, we know, change habitats quite drastically. But there are also a number of animals that can change the environment too, or change their habitats. And one of these animals has made a big change right here. If you take a look, we have the pond area, or the marshy pond area, and it's a much higher level than this water here. Why? Because there is a bunch of sticks blocking it. Can you guess what animal has made this, built this out of all the sticks and trees? Well, if you've guessed beaver, you are right. Beavers have been very, very busy in Green Timbers Park. And you can see they've cut down a number of the trees, and they've been busy making their dams here. If you take a look at this, this shows you just how strong a beaver can be. The beaver's teeth is actually made out of a little bit of iron, so they're very, very strong, and they can cut down a whole thick tree just like this. And the beaver's teeth keep growing, so they need to be gnawing on wood to stop their teeth from growing too long. And also they love to eat the tender part of the tree just inside the bark. So they cut down the trees for food. They also cut down the trees to build their dams. Over here too, you can see that this tree started to be chopped down by a beaver, but people have put a cage here to stop the beaver from doing any more damage to the tree. Beavers are cutting down so many trees that people have had to come and try to figure out how they can stop the beavers from building too many dams and cutting down too many trees. And the reason why they are so busy in Green Timbers is that they don't really have any predators here. So let me show you a food chain that has a beaver in it. All right, we know that the energy starts from the sun, and it goes down and is changed into energy from plants. So here we have a tree getting its energy from the sun. And do you remember what we call the plants that take the energy from the sun and make their own food? They're called producers. Now we have the beaver. The beaver loves to eat the tender parts of trees. So beaver gets his or her energy from the tree. Beaver is a consumer. And then there are some predators like hawks, and I have here a wolf is a predator of the beaver. So the wolf gets its energy from eating the beaver. It's also a consumer. But there are no wolves or other kinds of wildcats or creatures that are going to eat the beavers here. So they're just multiplying and having babies and living and cutting down all these trees. So it is a bit of a problem here. Beavers can change a whole habitat. They have created this whole still water behind me The good thing about that is that there are a lot of animals that love this kind of habitat and can thrive and live here. The bad thing is it can flood places that we don't want to flood. So it can do damage, but it also can be helpful. The point is, animals like beavers can make a big change in their habitat. So animals can change their environment, and actually plants can change their environment as well. We already know that humans can change their environment. Sometimes they change habitats for the worse, and they do things to chase animals away or to destroy animals' homes. But also humans can protect habitats. And if you look at this sign over here, you can see this is some evidence of humans making sure that no one is going to be trampling down the sensitive habitat that's on the other side of this fence, so that the animals and plants there can grow and flourish. Bye for now.
Literally just coming just for you. It's like he knows you want a picture of beaver, so he's coming just for you. Yeah.
Well, that was pretty cool. At Green Timbers, we actually saw a beaver swimming in the water. I have here my own little beaver. Hello! And he's going to demonstrate how a dam might be built. So to help him, I've got this little setup here where I have water that's going to flow from this height down into the basin. And you can see that it's flowing quite nicely. Whoop. So my job, or the beaver's job, we're going to try to build a dam to stop the water from flowing. Let's see if we can design it as well as beavers can. Okay, so Beaver has helped me to build a dam, and if you look down here you can see what we made it out of. Sticks and mud, and that's about it. Sticking it together as best we can. Now let's pretend that the river or the stream is going, and we'll see if the dam blocks the water from flowing any further. A little bit is getting through, but not much. So maybe you want to try this, building your own dam in your yard, and take a little picture of it or a video if you want to. And thanks for learning about beavers. Bye.